Hello and welcome to HealthyHouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support our show, please use our Amazon affiliate link below. Today is another edition of Plant Stories. This one is the polka dot plant, Hypoestes. I love this plant, one of my favorite plants. As you can see, it has beautiful color to your indoor garden, and it's just a lovely plant to grow. Very easy to grow too. I do have a video on how to grow them, tells you all about the ins and outs of growing them. And as mentioned today, I'm going to talk about a little about their history and how they came to be in our indoor gardens today and that sort of thing. Some fun facts. So this plant is native to Madagascar. It's a member of the Acanthus family. That includes an assortment of tropical herbs with showy foliage. Phytonia is another one of the plants that belong to that family. Under ideal conditions, this plant can grow, the polka dot plant can grow up to 30 inches high and wide. And that would be in its native habitat, though, in Madagascar. In your indoor garden, they can get mound up to probably 2-3 size of this one right here when they're well cared for and they get all that they need. The color patterns on the leaves, interestingly, even though I do refer to them as variegated plants, those color patterns are not true variegation. They're actually referred to as figurative patterning. And this is the same kind of system that, interestingly, that gives a zebra its stripes or Holstein cows their spots. And if you know this too, interesting factoid, plants have the same DNA similar DNA as humans do. And so in this case, we're talking about animals, but that kind of fits in here. So thought I'd throw that in. In the wild, the spotting on the Hypoestes is usually small in size, with the plant having an overall green appearance. So that's where it got the polka dot name from. The plant breeders have been hybridizing them and creating a lot of different series of plants. These are from the Splash series. And as doing that, the variegation has changed on them and the patterning on them has changed somewhat. So you get all these really cool different patterns and contrasting colors. Madagascar is an island nation off the south coast of Africa, so it does have unique climates and topography. It is well known for vanilla beans and lemurs, and lemurs as a plant that does have a lot of notoriety. So, but the polka dot plant is another beauty coming from that area of the world as well. They these polka dot plants are pretty readily available nowadays in retailers. They do really well in terrariums. The small ones do. I have a series on creating terrariums that will tell you how to make one, and you can include these guys in your terrariums. So the as mentioned, they're called polka dot plant. Other common names: freckle face, which is funny; flamingo plant, because of I think the colors and the vibrant colors on them; baby's tears, although that one's not as commonly used because that refers to another type of plant that you grow, generally speaking, outdoors. Another really funny name, or not funny if you've had it, is Measles Plant. So that's another name that you may see in relation to this plant. As mentioned, there are various hybridized series of these plants, Splash being one of them, another one confetti. So and they do really look like confetti, which is I like that name for them as well. They The plants were first grown in English homes in 1840 or so, which does go with the fact that at that time there were some, England did have strong footholds in Madagascar. So it would stand to reason that some plant lovers who were going to Madagascar from England would spot these beauties and take them home to their own gardens. And houseplants had quite a bit of notoriety in English homes in the 1800s as well. The debut of the polka dot plants also coincides with a period in horticultural history when Europeans were introduced to a large number of imported plants. So Victorian life during that time, as mentioned, there was a lot of plant activity going on. A lot of house plants we grow today could be seen in homes during that time as well. So nowadays, you're going to see, as mentioned, them in terrariums. You also see them in container arrangements. So these are really nice plants to put in if you do a mixed planter container with some other green, maybe vining plants like a pothos or something like that, or some ivies, that they do really well together, and they really look really, really pretty that way too. You will occasionally see them flower. It's a long spray of flowers, little small purpley, sometimes whitish flower spikes, and a little bit of green in there too. If you do see that, do pinch it off, because the plant may start to finish for you if that's the case. So go ahead and pinch back if you see that. But you can take a look at it, take some pictures of it, and then pinch it back. So that is something that you may also see. So once again, really nice plant. Love this plant. Check out the care video if you want to see how to keep it nice and healthy and happy. In the meantime, you've got some background on the plant and how it came to be, and how it's such a lovely plant. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.